I'm tired. I don't really have a... I didn't really think of a thing to open this session with, so you just got me saying I'm tired. What do I usually say in the beginning of these things? God, I'm so tired. Let's hope I don't spend all session saying that. We last left off. Where? We just finished the first day of trial, right? We're about to go investigate, which is what it says here. So we're gonna go investigate. What did we find out in the trial? We found out that our victim, who was originally thought to have been killed in the prosecutor's office, has also been killed in the police department's evidence room, I think? And now we're trying to figure out how a man can die in 2 different places. So that's something. Oh. I forgot I saved here. So, alright. I feel like I'm gonna be very low energy this time. So, we're gonna just do our best. Gambari mas. I should have drank more. I should have gotten caffeine before starting this. I'll have to get it later. Anyway, it is 2:15. Voicing.
Mr. Wright, so, what's going on with the case anyway?
Alright, it says we have to do a recap because that's how it always is.
I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? I'm scooting up. Okay. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death at 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot, in the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Stop reading my fucking mind, huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us!
What? Why am I here?
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
We have to care. The chief of police said it happened there. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Emma, don't you want to get to the bottom of this?
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
So wouldn't you want to direct the murder to happen in the evidence room and not in the parking lot, which is where your sister's being accused of murdering? That oil drum, was it empty? My stars, what was your voice?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister? Erasing evidence at a crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all! I don't...
Stop reading our mind! Let me have my thoughts in peace!
It's just... We're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Hee hee hee. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright.
They probably wouldn't have thought to test it because they didn't have any inkling of there being blood, right? I would assume.
Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press whatever to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
weird how in some instances the game knows to change the button controls to the controller, but then in some cases they don't. Like, I'm gonna really press enter when I'm holding a controller. Oh. Look at that itty bitty blood. Sprinkle. I can see her eyes shiny behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain?
It's so... Ugh.
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood.
No, it's not. You're lying. You're a high school student. You've definitely seen blood. At least once a month. Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this? Scientifically, the amount of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all that blood on the sole of the victim's shoes.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. God damn.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we find a bloodstain, okay?
Okay, thanks.
See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
I guess so. Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up all my allowance to buy that.
Who gives you allowance? Your sister? Why should you be like, whatever, it doesn't matter.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
I guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Who's this?
Huh?
Oh, it's you.
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr!
For some reason I thought she would be in jail, but I guess she didn't do anything that would put her in jail. Or does she? No, I don't think so. No.
You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two.
Oh! Huh? It's a sashimi! Oh, it's a day old.
But, oh god, man.
You know what's really good? Mackerel sushi. I don't think mackerel is served raw, but it's like my actual favorite sushi. And it's so expensive to fucking get because it doesn't come in a roll. It only comes as sushi or sashimi. I don't even know if it comes as sashimi, but it comes as sushi, and it's like the place near my house it costs like $2 something a piece, and it's like, no, I want a whole fucking slew of it. God damn it. Anyway, sushi's great. I know people have adversity to adversity. Is that the word? Aversion, I think, is what the word I'm trying to think. Aversion to like raw fish, but like sushi has like there's a wide range when it comes to sushi. You could probably find something that you would like, whether it's like raw fish, cooked meat, no meat. Have you tried a sweet potato roll? Delicious. Anyway,
this day old deli box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Okay.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know.
Emma,
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable! Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood. That testimony still stands.
So, wait a minute. What does she was in the security room, right? And then she witnessed something. And that was what made her run down the stairs, around the corridor, into the B parking lot. And then that was when she witnessed this happening. No. Huh? What did she witness happen that made her run out of the security room? Never mind.
Did I read this? I don't remember. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands.
I think I read that already.
Ah! I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
You're not a detective. You should say you swear it on your lunch lady badge. I know this photograph is something important to tell us. But what?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies.
What did you do to them to make them do that?
You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect.
But like, how did you do it? Did you like give them a little smooch to do it? Or like, did you like choke them to death? Or like...
And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go? Or fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Do I present you the note?
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident.
Oh, okay.
It's written on that knife.
I thought she wasn't gonna tell me anything.
And on that note, Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? I'm always bothered by how some characters, like in anime usually, is like always have like hair over one eye. Because like it's like an anime thing, right? There's probably every series has one character that has hair like that. But like in reality, if you had hair over your one eye like that, doesn't that like kind of make your eye start like not drooping, or like becoming lazy or something? I don't know if that's because back when I was younger, I used to have hair like bangs parted on one side. I don't know if it was always covering my eye, but I think the amount that it did made my eyes not slouch. What's the word? Is it droop? I think droop. Like droop a little bit. It's not too bad unless you stare at it. Like, don't stare. Don't stare at me. It's not too noticeable, but I feel like that is the thing that happens, right? If you have hair over your one eye, because like then your one eye is like not really ever seeing anything. So I'm always like put off whenever they make characters that have hair like that. With that said, I don't think it matters because it's just anime. Nothing is real in anime. Sorry, what am I doing? We talked about... Did you have more things to say? No. Wait. Is there anything I can present to you? I presented to you the note. I think the knife and the note would do the same thing. Evidence?
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So, you went straight to the scene of the crime? Also, there's a security room up there, right? Isn't there a security camera here? Shouldn't there be like a video evidence of it transpiring?
I rushed towards the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder. And that's when I took this photo, yes.
So like Lana was just there letting you take a picture? It's not like you were like... She definitely must have seen you running. No?
In other words... In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't gonna have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time?
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
Oh, what? Oh, huh? I don't even remember what this case was, actually, now that I think about it. I thought, I think I'm mixing something up. Whatever, it's fine.
So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
I don't remember who this person is. Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made up evidence.
Man, how horrifying it would be to be accused of a crime you didn't commit and have evidence falsified, like have false evidence made up in order to get you like declared guilty or like executed. It's happened, right? Like in reality that has happened. I believe mainly to like black men, I'd imagine. You hear about cases like that these days where they're trying to like not abstain, try to delay the execution of like a lot of men usually who need to be given like a proper like retrial or something like that, an appeal, I think that's what you call it. That's so like sad to think that someone be out there trying to make sure that you got charged for a crime you didn't commit. Same thing for people who get stuck in jail for like decades because they were accused of a crime that they didn't commit, and then later on they find out that, you know, they're actually innocent. They sometimes get like money as a way of like being like, sorry bro, the system failed you, but like it's never enough. Like all that time wasted in jail for something you didn't do, like oh, that sucks. That fucking sucks so bad. Anyway, what are we doing?
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved in that case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, the police department security detail officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted.
I can't remember what transpired.
However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9? Well, I mean, why would you, right? It's the case that fucked you up.
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Oh, wait! Those lunches you sell!
There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have anyway? That doesn't matter. That don't matter. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection!
So, Rookie.
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Steak!
And then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch? How did you manage to find a steak that fit perfectly into that lunchbox?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Why'd you spoil it? Why didn't you let me guess? I mean, I knew it, but why didn't you let me guess?
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And now...
What? I mean, what?
And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Hold up. What? She had a thing for Marshall or something? How old is he? He's 33 years old and she's 16. I mean, same mood. Mood, but a sensible 30-something-year-old would probably not do anything to you. Oh, that reminds me of back when I think I was 18. I was working at a store. I was working at a one of those like pharmacy stores that was like a department store, but also like a pharmacy in the back. And the pharmacist at the time, I had found out he had liked me or something, and I was like, I'm willing to give it a shot. But once he learned my age, he was like, oh, I can't do that. Because I was 18 and he was 34 or something at the time, and I was like, damn it, come on. Like, I don't got no problem with older men. I mean, I still kind of don't, but like, that's how it should be, right? Like, older people should know not to really go anywhere near like younger people, like when there's that big of an age difference. But like, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. At least there are sensible people out there. Officer Jake Marshall. I guess we're done with you. That sounded like a I'm done with you type of thing. Where do I want to go? Detention center? Want to talk, Lana? Looks like Miss Sky is questioning. Nope, not gonna talk.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine?
How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say that they arrested a suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
Okay.